Alrighty, so who wants to talk first?
Hey, Vern.
Hi. What's the situation with Sergeant Lynn?
Well, she's looking a bit better, but she's still in no condition to do anything but sleep. Not that she'll shut up about it, though.
Yeah, I can hear that. I assume at least I can hear that.
Yeah, she's still bitching and moaning.
Well... no. Well, at least she is much better than yesterday.
Yes, Emperor willing, she'll make a full recovery. For now, though, she is in need of bed rest.
Understandable. Okay. Is she now... Can I talk with her? Or...
Go right ahead. Just try not to get her too excited. The nurses get pissy at you.
Yeah. Okay. Walking Armory walks into a med bay.
Yeah, and you'll be hard-pressed not to notice that.
Excuse me, sir, I don't let a walking armory into my med bay.
Just a couple of words with Sergeant Lynn here.
She'll give you this look like, I don't really want to mess with you, but I really don't like guns in my med bay. And then say, fine, but I'm outside the quarantine.
That's just fun.
But Jess is not here at the moment.
Get them down here.
Okay, well, while we wait for that, let's see then. Anyone care? Well, actually, Tyrion was just taking it easy this morning.
Well, she wants to go and talk to Bryce at some point still this morning.
Okay.
What she found out last night.
Will she notify any of her teammates? Someone would have ensured she had a working microbead yesterday, whether it be Talia or Krios.
She had one before.
Yeah, they're just making sure everyone has got a working microbead.
Maybe Krios, but her first order of business is to go and talk to Bryce.
Yeah, so I'm saying if she's going to communicate with her teammates, she might know that Krios is on his way to meet Bryce, but in any event, Jess is back, so Vern and Lynn.
Mm-hmm. Vern approached the quarantine wall, as you would say.
It's basically plastic sheets, double layer type thing.
Negative, Sergeant. You're still in bed rest. Well, what did you expect? You almost died. You're not dead. You almost were dead. It's an Emperor-blessed miracle that you are not. You here? Sure. Any idea where is it? Oh wait, I heard that part of the conversation. Never mind.
Yeah, you got the tail end of it. That Haley's on her way to pick it up.
Haley's getting that. Productive how? It's ready. What is it? Of course. Foolish me. Well, that's usual, customary in hospital situations. I don't know why.
So she doesn't shit her pants.
That's a good point. Like it or not, Lynn, you unfortunately are a patient because you almost died. That's usually
That'll get the nurse to like glare at Lynn. The smell funny comment.
That's probably just antibacterial solutions and such. Just try to take it slow. We don't need you just collapsing on the battlefield when we take the tower. I don't doubt that, but I know from experience that after a serious injury, you're not 100%. Just try to stay patient. Not patient as in hospital patient, but patient as we wait for the attack. I'm starting to doubt that she has some kind of head trauma.
Not head trauma, severe fever, which caused delirium.
Okay. Well. Just try to keep your nerves. If everything goes correct to plan, we'll start the plan by tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tonight. I will go help Haley to get your gear.
Okay, so she just dropped the Inquisition word in the middle of the med bay while a nurse and an orderly are in her bubble with her.
Not to mention the doctor is
Probably within earshot.
Mm-hmm.
So, Vern, any sort of reprimand for Lynn?
Maybe later, not now. Not the time and place.
Any sort of thing to help the soldiers with their jaws dropping open?
Not at the moment. Let them just drop their jaws.
Well,
wouldn't the doctor just chalk it up to her fever?
She can, if she wants to, yeah, but the rest of her staff are kind of shocked.
Shove gum in their mouth. The doctor wouldn't react other than to tell Vern that he probably should let Lynn rest before she says anything else she might regret when she's not fevered.
Fine. Just sit in tight, Lynn. I'll go help Haley to get your gear. And with that, Vern would just depart. Well, just before he leaves the room, he will turn around and look at the rooms to what the orderlies and the doctor is doing. Are they still just trying to gather their jaws from the floor?
Well, let me give a willpower roll for the group. Yeah, for the most part, maybe 3 or 4 of them have gone about their business. The rest are just kind of still either staring at Lynn or looking over their shoulders at her, occasionally glancing rather nervously.
To be honest, out of character, I have to wonder, what the hell were they thinking we were?
Special operatives. She was a stormtrooper, and the rest of you...
Well, yeah, true.
Clear to them, but having it, like, there were probably rumors going about, like, these guys are Inquisition. People were like, no, the Inquisition, why would they be here? And now this is proof positive in a public area. Holy shit, this is the Inquisition.
Yeah, but then again, it's from a fake...
delirious person, yes. So it's still up in the air, but
it's as much in the air as it was before. Technically, I mean, some people might get more proof.
This will be enough proof for enough people on the base that the rumor is going to spread like wildfire. So Vern doesn't care about damage control in that regard.
Would Vern be smart enough to try to do that? Yeah. Would he be smart enough to try to... almost, but not quite. Okay, not even close.
All right, then?
Yeah. So Vern will go to the quartermaster's area again and try to find Haley.
Alrighty. So, Krios, when you go to check up on the lieutenant commander, you'll see that Alexander Romanov is up there in the command center, orchestrating the tactics and whatnot for the soldiers, making sure that proper training routines and everything is underway.
Good to see.
Going to interact with her in any capacity?
Not now. She's really busy.
Alrighty. So, Walt Bryce will be in his office.
Knock, knock, knock.
Well, there would, of course, be the secretary adjunct or whatever out front. So.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good to see you again, sir. How may we help you?
I would like to speak to the commander, please.
Absolutely. Secretary will basically hit a little micro bead buzzer notifying the lieutenant commander that Krios, the engine zero of the Mechanicus, is here to see him, and you'll be able to overhear Philip Bryce saying, "Yes, please let him in."
1 second. Gonna roll a willpower to see if Krios frowns at being called part of the Mechanicus. Yeah, he frowns a bit.
All right. Does the secretary notice? Maybe. Maybe not.
Couldn't say for sure. Yeah, so I will go into the office.
The lieutenant commander gives a salute, and once again, points to seat Krios to set a few bushes.
How sturdy does this seat look?
Yeah, metal. If you previously sat in this chair, it stood up well enough.
I like what you did there. Then yeah, I'll take a seat.
Okay.
Any news on that army yet?
Yes, in fact, it's en route right now. I just received word. He looks quite excited. He hands you a parchment paper, basically a printout that was disposited by an autoquill system. So it is cursive writing, but it's every letter is identical to the other letter. And basically, it is a report stating that from the offices of Lord General Ludlow and General Bridgeforth, that the armor is being sent, as well as a. So you said 50 troops in the platoon?
Sorry, say again.
50 soldiers in the platoon?
In the Guard Codex, yes.
Okay, so 20 guard platoons and
Bloody
35 of the TDF platoons.
Oh, that is fucking glorious. Out of character. That is incredibly good news. I haven't been expecting any troop reinforcements.
No, yes, this is fantastic. They say there will be a new a new captain with the deployed forces, who will also be fully briefed in the plan that the generals have come up with.
Is there any sign of these plans, or do we have to wait?
As the document states, the captain is the one who has the necessary information.
Naturally. Okay, what is their ETA?
Well, if they are coming by by boat over the lake, typically the corpses arrive an hour ago. They don't have a specific ETA, but judging by the fact that the orders came through just now, and it would have been an hour, so I estimate maybe 2 to 3 more hours from now, rough estimate.
Fantastic. How much time will it take for the troops to be battle ready from the trip?
As I understand it, sir, they are fully geared up and ready to go.
Okay, so the cross-lake journey won't have them shaken up at all?
Well, as I understand it, they have been fully briefed on what their expectations are. And
I mean, sorry to interrupt, some troops find naval transport sometimes interrupts with their biological facilities. Seasickness, Commander. Seasickness.
Oh, well, most of the people I've had coming to and from my boat have done it numerous times. I haven't had any soldiers brought in this way for a while now. Last reinforcements came by land.
Well, we shall assume they'll be good to go then. Let's also assume that we will be ready to leave the base and enact our plan within 4 hours. It was 2 hours to solidify the plan, get the troops ready, and move out.
Yes, sir. I'll notify you by means of microbeat as soon as they arrive.
That would be greatly appreciated. Yes, thank you.
Is there anything further?
Not right now, no. Thank you very much. Oh, no, sorry, there is one thing. Has there been any word on the air transport?
According to this, he shows you another document that appears to be encrypted. He says, I cannot comprehend what it stipulates other than it is addressed to you.
Well, then, do you mind if I read it?
He hands it right to you.
Glorious. I will read.
Okay, give me a logic roll to see how well you decode.
No, not 1D100 or 00.
Not to fate.
Well, are we talking degrees of success or degrees of failure here?
Presently, it is failure.
Ooh, then I will fate.
Okay, so I'll do a first fate point tonight. That will actually be, even without the bonus from fate reroll, that will be a success. And it is a very basic code. So one of your intellect is able to decipher it. They're probably a little bit disappointed that the commander couldn't decipher it, actually. But then again, it does take you a few minutes to sort of piece together what exactly the cipher is.
Okay.
And, the message states that the air transport should be arriving in the next, from when the time the message was sent, 20 minutes.
When was this message received, Commander?
Right after the other, which was no less than, 2 minutes before you walked into my office.
All right, so that's... do you have any... I'm going to make up a word here. Grav pad facilities here, like a helipad.
Yes, the top of the facility is not this, the one next door, the fucking motor pool facility has a landing pad on top.
All right, then within the next 15 minutes, expect to receive a Valkyrie, I hope.
Absolutely. I'll make sure that the orders are in place, that it is received, and that we are defending the location from any anti-air weapons that may attempt to fire upon us.
Appreciate it. I will go up there to receive them.
Very good.
Thank you, Commander. I will nod, bow sort of thing, and leave and go to the Grav helipad.
Okay. Are you going to notify the rest of your team about the good news?
It'll be a surprise. Or a dreadful morale crusher. Either way, it'll be fun.
Okay, so in 20 minutes, is anybody doing anything?
Well, I was helping Haley get there.
Yeah, that would be a non-issue. You guys can just have the gear. Are you actually going to bring it to her, though, is the better question.
Was there some kind of problem with that?
Well, she's in the med bay and she wants her guns.
I don't think Vern's is a problem here. So yeah, he would.
Oh, God.
Haley? Joe? Hello? What was that?
Oopsie, forgot to unmute the other part. I'd bring them to the med bay, but then leave it up to M to decide what she could get, essentially, what she could have on her person.
So, what half is Vern carrying? What half is Haley carrying? Because Vern apparently brings it right to Lynn, while Haley brings it to M. So here, I'll list off weapons. Which of you is carrying the weapons?
Which way more?
Let's see. She has the held gun, the bolt pistol, the combat glass pistol, combat shotgun, last carbine. Oh, actually, but those were items she gave to Talia. So Talia wasn't there anyway. So yeah, basically, it will be a held gun with charge pack, and that will be, and the weapons, grand total about 15, more than that, 20 kilos. And the other items, about, well, if it's the armor, another 20 kilos with armor and gear. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
I think Vern would take the heavier stuff for carrying.
If you insist.
Yes, and she has 8 frag grenades, 2 crack grenades, a blind grenade, and yeah. So you're bringing all that into the med bay?
I think Vern would think, at least for that you can't really check those that much. So maybe those we can leave somewhere else. But guns and armor, it would bring straight to Lynn.
Wait, you're actually just going to give them to her?
That's what she asked.
She is in a bubble, so you have to venture into the bubble to hand them to her.
I was just about to say that.
So, Vern, are you going to actually venture into the bubble?
No. I mean, I know that Vern probably would be okay in there, but thinking about Lynn there, so I wouldn't personally go there, so.
That's why I'm going to give them to May. M.
Okay. Then I will leave you with Lynn and her bad mood.
Gee, thanks.
So what, Vern's just dropping everything off on a gurney at the door?
No. I'm carrying them there, but I'm going to just leave Haley deal with Lynn's bad mood.
So you're staying to watch?
Nope. I'm taking the stuff, and after that, I'm going to leave to see probably what Alexandra is doing to the
Okay.
soldiers.
So she's just going to drop off her gear on a gurney next to the door inside the med bay.
I'm looking where Haley is taking them, since she seems to have a greater understanding about this.
Alright, well, hi then. Well, here's part of her stuff. Vern has the other bit.
Here's the rest.
Okay. But you're not handing it to her, you're just putting it next to her quarantine gun, correct?
Yeah, pretty much. It's outside the bubble.
Mhm.
Okay, so they're bringing all sorts of weapons into the med bay.
The first thing she will ask is, are there any explosives? And
Yes.
she'd actually probably stop them before they got into the door.
You're going to stop Vern.
Well, she's going to try. Until she's burned behind.
You asked if there's any explosives.
Coming into my med bay, yes.
I would say, truthfully, yes.
She'll just give you the death glare and not do anything about it because she can't. She can have her
Can't
knife.
or won't.
Yes, is the answer to that. She will say, Lynn can have a knife, and the rest is staying out here with me, minus the explosives. You can take those back with you. Snooty?
Fine. I don't think you need explosives, Lynn, do you?
Vern, give me a scrutiny roll. Haley, I don't know why you're going along with this, considering you got an 11 earlier and watched Lynn fall over. Vern, you can also clearly see Lynn is not in her right state of mind. She doesn't seem to have coordination or focus, and she's kind of babbly. So, are you really going to go through with this?
Well, at least I'm going to leave the items nearby, but I was, not thinking to give them right into the hand yet. Just when she gets more clear, she can get the items.
BT, can I use sedate Lynn and make this so much easier and then I don't have to give her anything?
Thank you for finally coming up with that idea.
I had it earlier, but I figured she would try to resist me, so I was not going to do it unless she really got on my nerves. She insulted me.
So you can have one of the nurses do it. So then you're going to have to roll a toughness.
I have laser vision.
Okay, good news. Then we'll go unconscious. Oh, really, Jess?
It's for her own safety and the safety of everyone else in the med bay.
She doesn't care.
I hope you fail harder.
I know Lynn might be kind of stupid right now, but does that really give you a reason to, by grace of the Emperor, kill Lynn with suicide by accident?
That's not fun.
Also, maybe we can get onto something that isn't trying to get Lynn her guns for this entire evening.
Yeah. Okay. So Lynn's gear is now in the med bay. Lynn is forcibly put to sleep. Haley, Byrne.
Oh, if you don't want the explosives, we can hold on to them till she's better.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a good idea. You know, oxygen is flammable.
So who's taking Lynn's grenades?
What kind are they?
8 frag and 2 crack.
You just want to split them evenly?
Yeah, sure.
Emma at this point will just walk away. She doesn't want to know what they're doing.
Or frag and a crack each.
All right, adding that to your sheets. Byrne, you're now at 9 frag grenades. And Haley, you didn't have any grenades left over, considering all the shit that keeps happening to you. So exactly the 1 and 4. Okay. And Kieran, I imagine you'd be able to make it to the lieutenant commander. When you enter the command center, Alexandra will be working on the communications, or are you doing anything else, Bob?
God damn it, Jenkins! That's not how you're supposed to use your bayonet!
Okay, so Alexandra is shouting at people. Kieran, are you going to interact with her?
She's gonna like walk along the wall as far away as possible so she doesn't accidentally get yelled at.
Okay, give me a concealment, and Alex, give me an awareness. Oh, ow, feedback, holy crap. Okay.
Sneaky.
So Tyrion will be able to make it to Philip Price's office. There's secretary at the door.
I would like to speak to Lieutenant Commander Price, please.
Sorry, what's this regarding?
I have some intel that might be of use to him in making battle plans or discussing battle plans with important people.
Okay, give me a charm roll.
That's a lot of feedback from someone or something.
To fate or not to fate?
I'm not going to waste it because it's not that important.
Alrighty. Let's see if you think the secretary is hot. Nah. Okay, so, fellowship, charm. Yeah, they do have an advantage. The secretary says if you wait outside the office, I will notify the lieutenant commander. May I have your name and your designation, please?
Oh, crap. Well, she's going to lie to the secretary, hopefully. And she will say that she's a sergeant, and she will give her name.
Oh, so deception then, eh?
Yep. God dang it, I have to face that. Or it's going to be a problem. You know, wasn't I in here last
It's
night?
going to be a problem.
Wait, wasn't I in here last night with no problem?
No, you were out at the front.
I came in here to find Grace before I went outside.
Yeah, you didn't talk to the secretary at the private office of Philip Bryce. You were just in the command area, which is adjoining the lieutenant commander's office.
That's a little bit better.
Oh, you must be one of the new detachments. Very well. I will notify him, and I will let you know as soon as he is available.
Okay. She will wait.
Okay. Shelby and Talia, is Shelby doing anything in particular? Okay. So after Talia is done sprucing up the speech, she'll say to Shelby, go ahead and deliver this to Alexandra. She'll microbead to Alexandra to ask where Alexandra is.
Just here, running a couple of the soldiers, making sure those soldiers are running through their drills.
Good, good. Talia will also message Krios. What's our status here?
How much time has passed since I got those times? Well, I'll skip at the up-to-date times.
I'm going to say if you are standing on the roof of the motor pool building, you can see the ship off in the distance flying, the Valkyrie.
Which direction would that be? Like east, north?
North.
Well, if you look to the north, roughly X meters out, I believe you will see the first part of our forces arriving soon.
Talia will kind of stammer a bit over the microbead and say, wait, oh, outside. Oh, wow. Oh, that's fantastic.
We'll be expecting the armor and rather impressive amount of troops in roughly 2 hours.
Excellent to hear. Wow. How many troops?
I think was it nearing, let me just get the numbers if I know you put them.
Almost 3,000 total.
Almost 3,000 men, mainly guards with some PDF.
Other way around.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was mainly guard. Mainly PDF, supported by guard.
Yeah, let me just double check that. Maybe I copied it down wrong. But, yeah, PDF, 35 platoons, Imperial Guard, 20 platoons. And one Imperial Guard captain.
Right.
So yeah, Talia is like, that's fantastic. That's I really hope that we don't lose a lot of them, but the more we have, the better odds we will have of not losing many at all.
Very well said indeed.
As long as, well, I don't want to say it over the open channel here, but that symbol, you and I discussed the meaning of that symbol, yes?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I worry about is the more bodies sent in, the more risk there is of spreading.
Well, hopefully none will actually be entering the tower itself.
Oh, good point, yes. And this is where we all wish Lynn was actually coherent, because Lynn knows something. That's out of character, sorry. Go on.
Maybe you should keep that to yourself next time. I can't remember what I was saying, never mind.
Well, actually, you know what? Krios, give me a logic roll, and actually I'll do one for Talia as well. Right. Well, your common sense is tingling. Lynn didn't go into the tower, yet she almost died from a severe fever.
Oh, yes. Fuck.
She was also wearing full not environmental, but a field carapace armor with gas mask. Now, there were some holes in the armor, but
honestly, at this point, I can't see anything we can do differently.
You're right. I suppose we should also request lots and lots of medical aid, or, well, lots and lots of Prometheum, depending.
Well, the 7 or so Hellhounds should definitely assist there.
Yes. Put it with fire.
Quite so. Who knows, maybe afterwards we'll get some of that lovely orbital assistance.
You were present for when we spoke about that.
Yes, I know.
And as I understand it, you didn't exactly make the best of impressions with the Grand Marshal.
Not quite the orbital systems I was talking of, but yes.
Well, yes. Well, I think we'll not have too much difficulty convincing my master to convince the Grand Marshal to lob everything she's got at this location should things not go quite as well as we hope.
Well, that would be a very good fallback plan.
Indeed. Of course, we probably should keep our communications to a minimum for long range. Where are you?
I'm on the top of the X building.
I'll let Shelby catch up with me, and then I'll meet you there.
Sure thing. Beep.
Sorry, did you say something, Fungi?
Sure thing.
Oh, okay. All right, anything further?
No.
Okay. So, Shelby, you're delivering to Alexandra.
Okay. I didn't reply. I made a reply. We did reply. Okay. Okay, what's on the data slate? Okay, I'm not trying to take use. Let's see if I don't break this thing as I try to turn it on. Yeah, and suddenly the whole chat's gotten real quiet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so Jess, go ahead and describe what you gave her.
To help inspire. Okay. Evaluate to rate the. I guess it would be another evaluate.
Not evaluate. No, it would be something fellowship based. So.
My command.
Actually,
then.
yeah. Command would probably make more sense.
Alright, passes.
Okay, so it's not as good as the speech that you did, but there's a little bit of tweaking. You can probably make use of it to give another little bit of inspiration to the troops before the time comes, which also serves as a reminder that no one has played your speech yet.
Yeah. Well, I was didn't mention go like okay. I'm gonna talking to the convict and ask any ETA on when the reinforcements are to arrive.
Nudge, Krios.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was over the box.
Yes.
We should be accepting all of our reinforcements within 2 hours.
Excellent. I think I have something. I think I have a good idea of when to play the speech I wrote earlier. Have that start playing over the comm systems of the base as they slowly start rolling in. I think that would also I think that would help with morale a bit more.
Would it offend you if I read the speech beforehand?
I actually have an audio recording of it in the communications room.
Thank you.
Okay. And command to tweak Talia, quick Shelby's with Talia as a proofreader and editor speech.
Do you want to take that?
Does that fail? It's
Not necessarily. I'm just wondering how amazing you want a speech to be.
well. Now she's not conceited. Now she wants this to work, so she wouldn't try to make this speech written by Shelby seem worse than her own. Yeah, I'll fake this. It doesn't come out as bad. I think it comes out as about the same.
Well, no, it's better because you get a bigger bonus for doing the fate reroll.
Yeah.
So you're down to 1 fate point now. And yeah, you can tweak this. So it'd probably be a good speech to give when the new troops arrive. And then your existing speech would be great to use just before everyone is deployed.
Okay, I'll set it up to be that way then. Okay, then I switch. I have a second speech. Okay, I have the speech I written on an audio recording, and I have a speech that Shelby's written that seems pretty good after some editing and some fixing here and there that I'm going to bring toward you. I'm tired of dealing with this Jenkins. He is not a good soldier, even for a PDF.
Well, far be it from me to question you on military issues.
Yeah, no. So where are you? I'll bring the speech toward you.
No, there's no rush. I'll come and get it once I'm done up here.
Up here? Where exactly are you?
On top of the X building. I would like to speak to our pilots before I introduce everyone to them.
Mind if I meet the pilot with you? I know a few things about piloting myself.
If you could give us at least a few minutes to talk first, that would be appreciated.
No problems.
Like I said, appreciated.
Yeah, no problem. You seem to be the one who's been able to take charge of this situation, so you're the de facto leader.
Well, someone had to put the leader hat on.
Yeah. Seems to fit you rather well.
Yes.
Alrighty. So, yeah, unless there's anything else anybody else wants to declare, we can get on to Krios meeting a new NPC.
You skipped me talking to Bright.
Right, you're right, sorry. Alright, so give me a D100 roll, see how lucky you get.
Nope.
Not so lucky. You're still waiting in the lobby, twiddling your thumbs at the moment.
Can she walk up to his secretary and ask for a piece of paper and a writing utensil? Or she's going to go up there and ask.
So you want a writing utensil and paper? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. You can have that.
And she's going to write down all of the intelligence because she's sick of waiting.
Sorry, I missed that. You're going to write down what?
All of the intelligence she got from Grace about the state of the tower and the renegade captain or whatever he is.
Okay.
And she will walk back up. Do you want a message with what she wrote?
Sorry, what?
Do you want a Skype message with what she wrote to give to the commander?
If you want to keep it private, sure. So
Well,
that...
What?
Sorry, what?
There's no reason to keep it private, because eventually she'll tell everybody. She'll talk about how the renegade captain was born and raised in the hive, and he will use any knowledge that he got from being born and raised to his advantage, but he may not be the one in charge. I'm assuming this was his squad, went out with 3 commissars, 3 clerics, and 2 psychers. And she will put at the very bottom that she would like to be, or she would request that Grace's squad end up being at the front of the pack.
Okay. And she's going to leave this note and leave the office, or what?
Yes, and say to the secretary, if the lieutenant commander would like to talk to me, she will give him, or she'll leave the secretary with her comm feed channel and leave.
Okay, Kieran's not exactly the most tech savvy, so go ahead and give me an intelligence roll.
God dang it.
Right, so Kieran can't be 100% sure she's given the correct microbead channel, but she's not knowledgeable enough to really say on her own if she did it right or not. She's going to ask her teammates for help on that regard, or wing it.
She's going to page Krios, because he seems to be the tech savviest of the group as far as she's concerned. Hey, Krios?
Yes?
Do you happen to know our combi channel by any chance?
Sorry, our combi channel.
Well, my combi channel?
We don't really have... Well, are combi's like walkie-talkies, or are they more like...
There would be different
phones?
frequencies for...
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
What?
Okay, so I mean, is it like there's channels 1 through 10, or like there's a specific channel for each combi?
Yeah, it would probably be specific channels with encryption as well. So there could be quite a few numbers so that, you know, it could have more than just 10 channels.
And I assume I would know Kiri's.
Yes, you'd know the whole team. You probably worked with Talia last night to make sure everyone in the squad had a working microbead on the same encryption channel with the option to send private messages between different members.
All right, your private code is flim flam flam flim flim flam.
Whatever Krios told him, she'll write down on the piece of paper and then leave the office.
You're welcome.
I mean, thank you, Krios, and then she will write down it on the paper and walk out.
Okay. Alrighty, so we're all caught up then?
Yes.
Okie doke. So Krios out on the what the hell is it called?
Craft pad, helipad, roof.
Yes, that. The Valkyrie will land, and out will step a woman with, well, she's kind of got a slight resemblance to Lynn, perhaps, in that she's got a implant eye / eye patch for some bizarre reason, a beret, and her uniform states that she is a captain with the Imperial Guard. the Ubiquitous Ruborian Dragoons. She has a special operative with her who is a male with quite a bit of implants and tech. And the pilot as well will step out and be at attention, although she's not making eye contact with anyone. The captain will look to Krios and look around, noticing that there's nobody else up here on the helipad.
I will walk towards them, extend my right hand, and say, "Captain, it's a pleasure to have you here at last."
She will slightly stand at ease, but she'll have her hands behind her back and kind of give you that cold, kind of confident stance. Kind of has her head tilted up slightly towards you, and she states, "Where is the Inquisitor?"
Is the hive tower within view?
Yes.
I will point to the top of it and say, "We believe in there."
I'm to speak with an Inquisitor, and we're supposed to be assaulting that tower. Do not play games with me, tech priest.
Right, my name is Engine State Krios. It is my plan that we are going with tomorrow. I am indeed an Inquisitorial agent. There is no de facto Inquisitor in this base right now. There are multiple Inquisitorial agents, though, that we all represent the Inquisition.
She kind of balks at you, tilts your head back even a little bit more, and says, "Engines here. So you've worked with the Imperial Guard, then?"
Yes, for quite a few years, Captain.
Show me to the commander.
As you wish. And you will go to the command. On the way, I will send a text message, if possible, to the command room stating that we are coming. And if possible, for the group to be there as well. And also, the same as the group says for them all to shut the fuck up until I talk to them. No random jokes or jests or questions.
Okay. Krios is asking everyone to report to Lieutenant Commander Philip Bryce's office, and the captain will tell her operative to secure the landing zone, and she'll follow Krios.
Will Krios give a reason why we should meet in this?
I would assume the landing of a Valkyrie with jet engines is quite loud. I would assume most people were what's the word I'm looking for? Perceptive enough to understand.
Let me see here. Okay. Not only would you hear the engines of the Valkyrie, you'd also hear the flak cannons firing from the escarpment. However, they miss quite a bit, so the Valkyrie lands without any damage.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't realize they had that much range.
They're firing very, very long range and missing horrendously.
Okay, so they don't have that range. Good.
Yeah, they would need to get a 10 or less to even raise the Valkyrie.
If they had shot that down, I would have been very upset.
Well, when the rest of the team first arrived on the planet, they actually came under fire as well, and I think they got a 12 on their attack roll. So, in any event, no damage to the Valkyrie. So, are you also asking Lynn to report to Lieutenant Commander Phil? No. Okay.
Vern is heading towards the place.
No, Jess, Lynn is not. She's sedated. Right. So eventually everyone will arrive, or is anybody going to make a stink and not come?
Have I left?
You probably got out the door, received the message, and turned right back around.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be on Krios' bad side. Krios has blackmail on her.
And when the rest of the team arrives, they probably, because well, Haley at the very least has spoken to the lieutenant commander before. Alexandra is also well known, being that she's the one who gave the speech earlier. So you'd all be allowed into the office as long as nobody tried to sabotage anybody else. Okay. So it's a very crowded office at this point, with the towers of paperwork and people who can take seats probably will. I don't know if... well, Vern, are you going to come in with all your guns?
Why not?
There's not a lot of room.
That would mean I would need to leave my weapons somewhere.
So you're just going to force people to squeeze in tight then, huh?
Probably not a good idea with the mines, though.
Leaving the mines and the explosives, but bringing the, assault cannon. Yeah.
On the way, is there any place where I can leave my weapons and such? My bigger weapons safely, so they won't get destroyed.
Do you trust Marnius and Hammond?
They were the... Yeah, they were the... They've done nothing to fuck us over yet, so why not? And besides, I can kill both of them.
Okay. Okay, so anybody else want to declare anything before we start the meeting?
I just want to keep my smaller weapons like the shotgun and the pistol.
Just the smaller weapons like the shotgun.
Considering he has an assault cannon and a missile launcher, the shotgun is plenty small.
I'm aware of this. I just wanted to point out the humor in this statement.
Yeah. God. All right, so is anyone else declaring anything in particular?
No.
No? Okay. So Krios will arrive with the captain. The captain will be completely cold to Krios. Will Krios attempt to talk to her at all?
Nope.
Okay. When they step into the office, Lieutenant Commander will salute, and the captain will look at the assembled group here, and a little perplexed expression will be on her face, and she'll ask for a situation report from the commander, who will explain that these people present in the office are members of the Inquisition, and he has worked with them very closely. In particular, he states that Alexander Romanov has been instrumental in keeping the troops well disciplined, that Haley has done great work in ensuring that the spirit of the PDF here remains strong, and that there is one person who is not present, who is a stormtrooper, Lynn Walsh, who did an excellent job operating independently, managing to destroy a few of the traitor vehicles. And he doesn't really know much about some of the other members, but the tech priest Krios has been remarkably helpful in orchestrating this entire endeavor to finally take back the escarpment and destroy the Tainted Tower. And that will cause the captain to give an incredulous look as she stares at the lieutenant commander, then turns her head to look at Krios, and she doesn't, like, the expression on her face is she just doesn't buy it. Anyone in the team going to chime in, or?
Well, this is out of character, but it's lucky that she's not buying it because I'm not fucking selling it. It's a fact. To quote Snatch.
Anybody else?
Krios did say us to keep quiet for now. So, Vern's going to do that for Krios.
Thank you.
Jesse just typing something.
I'll take on Shelby, no.
Well, that is a success. She has insane willpower. The captain will sigh and will produce a data slate, and she will state that presently we have a number of vehicles and fleets on their way, and the plan is to divide them into various squads. There will be 2 PDF assigned for each vehicle, two PDF platoons and 1 Imperial Guard platoon assigned to each vehicle. The PDF will obey the orders of the Imperial Guard, who will, of course, obey the orders of herself, the captain, and lieutenant commander. The Imperial Guard will be the ones operating the vehicles, and will also have heavy weapon support. The Lehman Russ, however, will have 4 PDF platoons detached and a Imperial Guard platoon as well as an additional platoon operating the vehicle and offering support and repair. The attack will be led by the Hellhounds, moving up the escarpment from, if you guys want to zoom out. The Hellhounds will move 4 in this direction, 1 in this direction, 2 in this direction. So the majority of the vehicles will come up here. 2 will go up this route, 2 up this route, 2 up this route, 1 takes the long way. Additionally, 3 of the Medusa, 2 of the Medusa, 1 of the Medusa, and the Lehman Russ will also take this route. This will be the primary offensive, and we will battle our way up the hill, causing an excellent distraction and laying waste to the enemies, while the Valkyrie takes a long flight around the back and approaches very low to the ground from the farmland, and then swoops up to the tower from the south. Was that east? I always get east and west fucked up. Yeah, southeast. There will also be 5 PDF platoons and 5 Imperial Guard platoons for the Inquisition to deploy at their discretion.
Is that all the plans?
Well, there would probably be more details about specific support numbers, tech priests who would be assigned to repair vehicles, yada, yada, yada.
Does it look like she's finished for now?
Yes.
Right. I will assume, Captain, that your maps and target data is more up-to-date than that here, correct?
Sorry, more up-to-date than what?
Than the maps here.
We have utilized the information provided to us from Lieutenant Commander Philip Bryce's office.
Okay. The only thing, well, we haven't got much of an option, but I'm just a little worried about the mines on the paths up the escarpment. It's good that we've spread out our tanks, but I just foresee the lead tank getting destroyed and the tank behind being stuck with nowhere else to go.
We are sending the PDF troops in advance of the vehicles for exactly that reason.
Well, yes, but even a platoon is not heavy enough and dense enough to set off an anti-tank mine.
They have been briefed in the means to locate and disarm mines.
That is much better.
She's really not liking you, Trioff. She's just glaring daggers at you with her one good eye.
I have made so many friends at this point I don't give a single shit. Well, I believe everyone in the group now has heard the battle plans, which to me sound better than anything I can... Well, they're the best plans I believe we've had. Does anyone have anything to add?
Alexander, give me your tactic roll.
Oh God, Shelby.
That's fate on that.
Okay. Much better. Okay, Alexandra, if the rest of these PDF troops are just the same as the PDF troops you've been working with here, you don't have the strictest of confidence that they will necessarily operate to the expectations of Captain Benson here. And while her strategy perhaps does operate well, I mean, you're not used to land-based vehicle combat. You know more about flying and whatnot. You kind of got to wonder, if the traders have Hydras, why will they be distracted by other Hydras and Hellhounds? What's to stop any of them from attacking the Valkyrie, like with a distraction? And who's to say there's not any Hydra encampments from the south?
If I may, my original plan would be we wait until the guard have especially assured the destruction of the Hydras before we would even take off.
But
that's just me.
But we haven't got to you yet. I was just telling Alex. And as for Shelby, you are within 5 meters of Haley. Please give me your roll.
Damn it, Haley.
Blame Haley for Shelby using psychic powers.
Shelby should know at this point that she shouldn't be near Haley when she uses these powers.
Okay, so thankfully no 9s were rolled, and Captain Bedlam will grab her sidearm and glare around the room.
Something wrong, Captain?
Let's see if she's intelligent enough to figure it out. There's a psyker present, isn't there?
Uh-huh.
I am going to turn and glare fucking daggers at Shelby.
And the captain also glares a dagger at Shelby and puts her pistol back in the holster. Talia will look over her shoulder at Shelby and say, "What did you do?"
Apologies about the psychic, Captain, but I did notice one kind of glaring flaw in your plan.
Flaw?
Yes. One of the key points of this is being able to take the Valkyrie and land in the top of the tower. How does your little strategy plan to distract the Hydras?
I already stated we'll be sending in our vehicles.
Hydras are used as anti-air. They're not going to focus their fire on tanks.
They will with our overwhelming numbers.
And if they don't?
Then I have the best pilot that the Navy could spare.
You may be the best pilot, but you were coming in from a great distance of the range. I'm going to mention what exactly happened at the Lister block with the hover vehicle from one of the gun crews, and say that's what happens when they got closer.
She doesn't believe you.
You think I would lie about a situation where I'm going to be on that Valkyrie?
Clearly you're afraid. That's fine. I didn't expect anything more from a Navy.
Ooh, that's fighting words.
Oh. Ooh.
I've been in the thick of battle. She'll tap on her eye. Trust me, I know how things get done.
Oh. Exactly what are your credentials, Captain?
I've been through 3 theaters and been in battle for over 27 successful major conflicts.
Okay, I can't tell if that's how that compares to Alex's.
Now, why don't you roll 1d5 and then 3d10, or no, 5d10.
Okay, so D5, and you want these separate? One, two, three, 4, 5.
Okay, well, 5 theaters, and I should ask you to add these, so 12, 15, 22 major conflicts.
Okay. So about the same.
And GM note here, I don't actually know what a theater of war technically counts as. Oops. In any event, are you going to challenge her any further, or listen to her plan, or what?
I'm just going to comment back that I've been in similar warfare at the same level, if not worse than you in some situations. I am no coward.
Right. Being on a ship hundreds of kilometers away from the conflict. Of course.
Oh,
Captain Alexandra, please. We are here to discuss plans, not whatever it is you two are doing. Can we get back to business, please?
Of course.
Tyrion will step forward and say, I don't know how many of your soldiers are going into the hive, but I have intelligence they may want to know if they are.
Sorry,
What?
Brooke, I couldn't hear you there. Brooke? Well, while we just wait for Brooke at the moment, was there anyone else who wanted to comment?
Well, Brooks, Kyria was saying she had intel. So I think we have to really wait until she's back so she can address what she was saying.
Is it better now?
Yeah, that's better.
She is going, I said that she'll step forward and try to stop the fight that is clearly brewing between the two military women and say, I don't know how many of your people are going into the tower or the hive with us, but I have intelligence that they may want to know.
Oh, new intelligence?
I'm not sure if it's new, but I have a feeling it's the personnel and who may be in charge of the hive.
Well, out with it.
She will say that there are 3 commissars, 3 clerics, and 3 psychers inside, and she will relay what she knows about the renegade captain and how he is very, very familiar with the surroundings, though he may not be the one in charge.
The lieutenant commander will chime in saying that the clerics and the commissars, well, one commissar made it back, another commissar didn't even make it planet side, and the third commissar is dead. All 3 clerics are reported as dead, and one of the psychers is confirmed dead, body returns here, another psyker suspected dead, and the third psyker is believed to be one of the renegades. No one commenting on that?
Kieran is waiting for the captain at this point.
So, possible 2 psychers to deal with, then.
Yes, I'm certain that the clerics would never have fallen, and the commissar is dead. Well, we have one of the commissar here. We see how clearly the commissar cannot be tainted.
I just thought that we should be aware of this, or you should be aware of this, before we entered the tower.
Yes, thank you. Perhaps we can discuss later how you came by this information, as it was deemed classified.
Well, it's kind of what I do.
I will have to improve the security in my office. The captain looks kind of disappointed in general. She says, if there's nothing further from the Inquisition, then I'll be taking... Oh, okay, there. It's just going on in Alexander's head.
Yeah, she does not like this chick right now.
Okay. Shelby, Telly is going to grab the data plate, lower it, and the captain is going to say, I'm going to ensure that this outpost is at peak efficiency before my vehicles arrive and we begin the operation.
Thank you, Captain. That is greatly appreciated.
She will click her heels, salute, turn, and exit. And the lieutenant commander will slump into his chair and breathe a great big sigh of relief.
Gary, when were you? When did you get this information?
Late last night when everybody was supposed to be resting.
And why did you wait until now to tell us all in front of the captain?
I was getting around to it, but she arrived before I had a chance.
You talked to me on the combeat. You could have told me then.
I didn't think about it.
I spent most of the morning fixing las guns. I wasn't busy. I didn't see you doing anything terribly involving.
I was trying to get my rest so I could be maybe even the tiniest slice of it useful for today. Because this is way, 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 way outside of my league.
Yes, well, we have made a rather poor impression on the captain, and such a poor impression may lead to us having to fly through anti-air flak. This does not appeal to me, as I'm sure you can all agree.
It doesn't appeal to me, but she doesn't know what she's getting into with the PDF soldiers right now.
This is indeed what I'm trying to say.
Vern, Kaylee, Shelby not doing something really inappropriate.
Tyrion will say to Krios, when I was talking to you on the comm bead, I was not exactly in a position to repeat what I knew, but because of the means that I got it and where I was. I'm sorry I didn't communicate with you sooner.
Which is also a good point. I get what your role is here. But sneaking around an Imperial Guard base, be it official Imperial Guard or PDF, right now that might not be the most helpful thing. I understand the data you acquired was very useful, but you can see how this could complicate things. Not least of all for the commander here.
I'm sorry, I can't sit still. Sitting in the hospital yesterday got to my brain, I'm sorry.
this isn't my problem.
She would have turned to the captain or the lieutenant commander and apologized.
Yes, well, we'll have to see what comes of it, but at this point, I'm more focused on winning the upcoming battle than worrying about whether I'll be executed, reprimanded, or given accolades, perhaps all three.
Yes, maybe we should all get ready for the coming fight.
Yes. If we survive all this, Captain, I promise I'll give you a good recommendation.
Captain left the room.
No, man, I meant the lieutenant. Sorry. Lieutenant, you've done the best that you could given this current situation, and the more news we're given, it looks less than like you've done the best that you could. I promise if I survive this, I'll try to put in a good word for you.
That is very generous of you. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem. Now, I think the best thing we can do is we were told we were given 10 platoons, 5 in PDF, and 5 Imperial Guard under our own personal command. Let's see how we can best use those. If I heard correctly.
Well, they cannot come with us, unfortunately.
No.
Okay, Joe needs to pause the recording.